match day, and in fact the final match day in the Premier League, and it's Manchester City versus Aston Villa, and literally this will decide who wins the title. Liverpool play Wolves at Anfield. I just think City have to get out of their heads that Wolves might get anything from that game. Liverpool are going to win that quite comfortably, I think. I'm hoping that we're not going to need an Aguero moment today. Aguero's statue was revealed last week. It looks very nice, especially in person. It looks really gorgeous. It might be my favourite one of the statues. But yes, I'm hoping we don't need an Aguero moment today. I'm hoping that the City side will be good enough without having to score a late goal. Ideal situation is City going at half-time like 2-0, 3-0 up. I think what will actually happen is City will go 1-0 up. City are the best at scoring early goals in the Premier League this season. But then what I think is going to happen is Villa are going to equalise, and it's going to go into half-time 1-1. And I think it's going to be a huge squeaky bum time. I think City will score in the 60th minute, make it 2-1, and then Villa will press, gunning for that equaliser, and then someone talking to me there. I think City will get the winner in the 90th minute. To the winner, make it 3-1 in the 90th minute. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's going to be a hard one. City should beat Villa quite comfortably, but there is that narrative of this being Gerrard's Villa, this being Coutinho's Villa. Can they do Liverpool a favour? Villa will be wanting to win for their own personal pride as well. So it's going to be a really tricky one. But I am still going to be confident that City will win today. Liverpool will also win today, but City will win the title. That's my hope. If it doesn't happen, then that's obviously very upsetting for a number of reasons. Obviously, it also means that Liverpool will probably win the quadruple if that happens, and literally, we will never be able to forget that ever. So that's another reason why City must win today and prove that they are indeed the best team in the world. If Liverpool win the title today, then Liverpool are the best team in the world, because that's how the league table works. But yeah, come on, City. Dig someone. What the fuck? God. My heart cannot take this. Football is probably not the right sport for me or the right hobby for me because I just can't. I just can't handle the emotions sometimes. Absolutely wild game, absolutely insane end to the season. It's gonna be a very quick sort of just touching the mic there, very brief overview. I'll be doing a full video, proper in-depth video next week, just like with how good City are and the title win, and then we'll do a separate video on, like, you know, reacting to the rest of the Premier League, etc., and all that good stuff, and even also talk about Mbappe staying at PSG. What a fraud he is. But anyway, to the matter at hand, the game. Wow. The first half is probably the worst I've seen City play the entire season. Basic stuff was happening. Barely created anything. Jesus with some really weird, with a really weird shot, Foden dragging it wide, but it was just the basics. I haven't seen the goals back, so I'm sure someone was at fault in respect of the defending as well. But just like basic errors of, like, you know, like Kevin De Bruyne not being able to pass properly, Laporte not being able to pass properly. No one in tune with each other. Mahrez, no idea what was happening there. Fernandinho at centre-half. Look, we'll get on to Fernandinho. Has been a fabulous servant to the club. He's a 36, 37-year-old defensive midfielder who has no legs, who isn't that tall, who isn't that strong in relative terms, being asked to play at centre-half. He was bullied basically all day by Aston Villa's forwards. Goalkeeper pinged the ball. Fernandinho versus whoever, I think it was Watkins more often than not, and Watkins would basically win it nearly every single time. Fernandinho is old and he's not that player, so that was a tricky thing. Obviously, Diaz being injured, so that had to change. Mahrez awful, as I say, didn't really contribute anything. Jesus awful in finishing, and just the whole team in general. I'm wondering if maybe it was like maybe the occasion did get to them. I'm not sure, but it was just really tepid football in that first half, and Aston Villa scored. Second half came out so much better. Zinchenko, thank God, Guardiola took off Fernandinho, brought on John Stones. Cancelo went to right back. Zinchenko, who had an awful game against West Ham, I gave him a scathing review following his West Ham performance, where he basically gave away 2 goals, and also was at fault, could have been at fault for a third. However, offensively, he is very good. And in the first 5-10 minutes, he demonstrated exactly why he probably should have been starting, in fairness. Yeah, really good play. But City didn't score in those opening minutes. And then Aston Villa, I can't even remember the goal. I just remember being filled with dread as it went in. I think it came on the counter-attack. As I say, I can't really remember. But of course, it was Coutinho. Of course, it was the former Liverpool player just jamming that knife right into the heart of every single City fan in the stadium. Of course, it's Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa and Coutinho's Villa who are doing the business to City. I thought the title was gone because Wolves were drawing with Liverpool at that point, but I had no faith in Wolves doing anything else. I went, no, forget about hoping anything from the Wolves game. Liverpool are definitely winning that. Don't worry about it. And indeed, that is what happened. So I was like, right, well, Liverpool are 1 goal away from the title. City are 3 goals away from the title. Because at that point, they didn't really look like scoring. It's not even like they had a lot of shots, but they weren't very high quality shots more often than not. And the way the game was going, just didn't feel like it was going to happen. But inspired substitutions from Pep Guardiola. First of all, bringing on Zinchenko, bringing on Gundogan for Bernardo, I thought was questionable, in fairness. But Bernardo wasn't offering too much, really. Bringing on Gundogan, who we'll get on to as well. And also taking off Mahrez, who had a sting. He took him off like 5-10 minutes into the second half as well. He was poor. And bringing on Sterling. And that essentially changed the game. Well, the game really changed when the first goal went in. And Gundogan with the goal. But for the 3 goals, Zinchenko got an assist. Raheem Sterling got an assist. And Gundogan got 2 goals. So all 3 substitutes involved in all 3 of those goals. Yeah, I think that's right anyway. Yeah, basically what I'm saying is the substitutions were excellent. And Guardiola's been critiqued for his substitutions in recent weeks. Don't know why. Never question my bold fraud. And he was proven correct here. And once again, these former United players, I think it's the likes of Patrice Evra, saying stuff when City got knocked out by Real Madrid, saying stuff like, "Oh, City don't have a good mentality." I think Pep raised a good point by saying, "Well, did you have a great mentality when we were twatting you with my Barcelona side?" I'm not sure, but For anyone saying, oh, City don't have a good mentality or they're not strong mentally, you're 2-0 down in... you're about to lose. You're about to bottle. It would have been a bottle. Let's make no bones about it. It would have been a bottle of the Premier League title, I think. When you're at home to Aston Villa, it's in your hands, and you 2-0 down. So the fact that they came back and scored 3 goals in 10 minutes, a very small scope of time. The first goal went in, and it was just like City were on the front foot immediately thereafter. Aston Villa didn't really know what to do. I think some of their plays didn't really help them. Again, I haven't watched the goals back, so I can't really remember how much it was good play and bad defending. I was just like, oh. And then, the first goal went in. That was the catalyst. Equaliser went in. Obviously, still wasn't good enough, but I think they're around 20 minutes on the clock by that point, and he thought, right, 1 goal, City can do this now. And indeed, that came much sooner than I expected. Third goal goes in, and absolute limbs. I went insane. I love what I've noticed. I don't really notice it from editing these matchday vlogs. I bloody love screaming. Come on, I had to think of something different to say. It's obviously just a natural reaction. But yeah, I was just going insane, hugging everyone. Madness, because I thought the league was gone. Can't lie to you. I thought Liverpool had won it. I was probably going to have to do a boycott of social media for a couple weeks because I probably wouldn't have been able to cope with it. But Rodri and Gundogan, particularly Gundogan, who's obviously scored the 2 vital goals when he came on. Zinchenko, I take it back. For what I said about the West Ham game, I apologise. And yeah, just really weird game. Obviously, Liverpool went on to win. But somehow City came back from 2-0 down, win 3-2. Not as dramatic as it's sort of like an Aguero moment. Obviously not as dramatic, but come back from 2 goals down. You got to score 3 goals and you got 20, 25 minutes left. It's pretty impressive on the last, especially this is 10 years on after the Aguero moment, and obviously the first match where his statue is unveiled. So there's that nice little narrative there as well. Speaking of nice narratives, Fernandinho, brilliant servant to the club. He's the last survivor of that Pellegrini title-winning side. Yaya's gone, Zaba's gone, Kompany's gone, David's gone, Guerrero's gone. Everyone's got now. Fernandinho's gone. So now everyone is a new player, if that makes sense. I think I probably will do a future video fully on him, so I won't talk about him too much because I do think that he does warrant his own video in terms of the impact he's had on the Premier League. So expect that in the near future. But yeah, turned out to be an unbelievable day, unbelievably great day. Hated basically every single moment of that City match until the final whistle went. Obviously, I celebrated when the 3rd goal went in, especially. But in general, I was just hating life at that point. I was just as I say, 2-0 down. I thought that was, game over. The first time that a team would have been, I think the first time a team would have been top of the table on the final day of the season and not won it. I think that's a correct stat. So that would have been a bit embarrassing. But I will go into further detail on this in a future video. That does solidify City's status as same as last year as the best team in the world. Now won the Premier League title 4 times out of the last 5 seasons. Pep City is absolutely dominating the rivalry with Klopp's Liverpool so far, demonstrating once again they are the better side. You love to see it, you really do. And again, this is something I will touch on in the upcoming video. But who's coming next season? How many goals have City scored this season? I'll tell you. 99. Yeah? Without a designated, nominal, out-and-out number 9 striker or whatever. And also without a nominal left-back as well. My phone's popping off there. Oh, it's Gasky! Anyway. My future Nobcast partner. My future podcast partner. Yeah, so they've scored 99 goals this season. More than anyone else in the division. And Haaland's coming next season. If you're a City fan, it's incredibly, incredibly great, exciting times. If you aren't a City fan, I'd be scared. I'd be concerned, in all honesty. Yeah, as I say, this side have scored nearly 100 goals in the Premier League. Most out of anyone in the division. The best goal scorers in the division. Oh, and we'll add Haaland to that. Oh, and also Alvarez as well, like a nice little young utility forward. Pretty sweet. City win the City are champions. City win the Premier League. Future videos in more detail on that. It's just quite late because the trophies, lifting all these trophies, the trophy celebration, and then there was a Fernandinho speech, but I wasn't able to record it because my phone did run out of power. So apologies for that. But Fernandinho did give a nice speech. As I say, a huge shout out Ferner. I don't know what that was. A brilliant servant to the club. He's been here for 9 years, I think. Shame we won't get a testimonial, but it is time for him to move on, I think. Very happy he stayed this season, but he's not the player he once was, obviously, for obvious reasons, age, etc. Hope you enjoyed this match day vlog. I really enjoyed the match in the end, anyway. City are champions. City are the best team in the world, and I think it's only going to get better. In all honesty, I think City are just going to get even stronger, and that is lovely. Stay tuned for the next videos, which I mentioned. Do make sure to leave a like on the video to help out your boy, and subscribe to the channel if you like the idea of regular, high-quality football videos in your life. Stay tuned for why Mbappe is a fool. Reacting to my Premier League predictions, actually, and assessing a more deep dive into City's season and Liverpool season, and just elaborating, how good this City side is, why are they so good, and how could they get even better, that sort of thing. Until then, guys, I'm out. Bye. City, the best team in the land, not the world. Bye, guys.